Okay, 3, 2. Hi, welcome to the channel. My name's Andrew. I'm an ACET writer from Brisbane, Australia, and today I'm just doing a quick update on what I've been doing. It's been a while since I've recorded a video for the dozens of people that have been keeping up. But yeah, so what have I been doing? I've submitted a manuscript to the Australian Society of Authors to try and get a manuscript assessment. You know, the advice usually is I go get a developmental edit and a proper go through it and get a proper edit. But I thought I'd do like an assessment and then by proper professionals to help me. It's more of an investment in my writing career, or an investment in myself. So it's not going to be limited to this. What I learned from this isn't going to be limited to this manuscript, if that makes sense. So now, what manuscript is it? Well, I won't say the name. Oh, it's out there. Okay, this one got longlisted in the Hawkeye manuscript competition. It's a national competition, and yeah, so last year, the 2025 manuscript competition, I was longlisted for the. It's called the. Okay, I'll edit that out. And the title of that is Wolf of War. So it's set in the early part of the last century, turn of the century, on the eve of World War One. Think of it. This is my pitch. My elevator pitch is like a teenage werewolf, that like a Jason Bourne in World War One. So yeah. So the great powers of Europe have enlisted their mythical creatures to fight a clandestine war with World War One as the backdrop. So yeah, pretty nervous about how it's going to turn out. It is a bit different. A lot of my influences are pretty evident in it when you notice it. Like Stephen Erickson has a very wide range of cast of characters and a lot of plot points, so I don't have that many, but I have a couple that are going on at the same time. So it is a standalone, but at the same time it can expand, you know, into a trilogy. So yeah, so very excited about that. I do have a cover made. I went on Fiverr and I found a guy that was very reasonably priced, and I don't know, I just dug his style and all the other covers that he made, and so I was like, yeah, that's pretty cool. I want that. So, you know, if I self-publish, then I'll use this cover and see how it goes into the future. So yeah, very excited. So the plan so far is to get this assessment back probably the 1st of October, which is a while away, but you know, I don't want to rush these things. You know, it took me quite a while to write it, so there's no point in rushing, tripping over the finish line to get it self-published, and it's not as good as it could be. So I'm going to take my time with it. I am hoping to have it published mid-November this year. So yeah, we'll see what happens. If that's not the case, then it shouldn't be too far off that. So, but once it's published, it's published forever. So yeah. What else have I been doing? Well, on my Substack, I've been posting a chapter a week of a fantasy novella. So book 2 of the series. I call it, I guess the genre I call it is fantasy. Bit of fun fantasy. Short, action-packed adventures, over the top, ridiculous. Think Happy Gilmore crossed with Jack Reacher in a high fantasy world. So it's a bit of a departure for the one I'm getting a manuscript assessment on. But like I said, like once I publish these and they're out in the world, cast a wide net, see what people like. You know, they might like this, they might like that, and or third option is I just write whatever the hell I want to write and have fun doing it, because no one can goddamn stop me at the end of the day. So, but yeah, so on Substack, I'll put a link in the in the description, or if I know what I'm doing, I can probably put one there, maybe. And yeah, so you can go check it out. I'd love to hear some feedback for it. Any little help with the algorithm of Substack, it does help. So yeah, so I've got 2 novellas finished, and I'm about a quarter of the way through writing up the first draft of the 3rd one. So yeah, my hope is to have 3 done up, completed, so I could do a bit of a rapid release. Release one a month or 2 later, the 2nd one, then the 3rd one. And while that's going on, I've got plans for 4 through 10, which probably sounds ridiculous, but it's just fun ideas, like a little kernel of an idea, a bit of a joke, or a bit of something funny, or a bit of a fantasy creature that is different, and then extrapolate it out into a fun novella. And with everyone's lower attention spans these days, so TikTok and Reels and whatnot, my gut feeling is not a lot of people are writing or reading the big chonker as much, and maybe get on the crest of the wave of starting like shorter, faster action adventure novels or novellas. They're easy, not so much pulp, but just easy to digest. Just something fun, light. Not everything has to be, the what do you call it, the Game of Thrones or grimdark or over the top. I think that market is a bit saturated in fantasy, and to make your name in that, you got to, I don't know, maybe go over the top with all the grimness and the viciousness and that. And I think there's enough of that in the world. So maybe if I throw a little bit of fun or light-hearted adventures, that might counterbalance that a little bit. I'm hoping send a bit of a nicer message into the world instead of everyone's an asshole and yeah, we're all going to die. So anyway, so that's that for those ones. But in the meantime, of writing all these things and editing and submitting, I've been working on a website. About a month or 2 ago, I put the question out on Substack and Threads. Asked the question, in the modern world of social media, is it still valid to have a website as an author? And the answers range from yes to yes. What are you, an idiot? You need it. So yeah, I have been working on a bit of a website, so I'm hoping to launch that probably close to the date of launching the book, probably a little bit before, maybe a month before, so I can establish a mailing list. Now, I do have one with Substack with I think I'm up to about 85 people, which is amazing for me, someone with no social media skills or footprint. It's just based on what I'm putting out in the world and writing. So if you read your work to a room full of 85 people, you'll probably, shake and carry on. But I'm very privileged to have that many people go, yeah, I'm interested to see what's next. So it's a bit humbling. It's not massive numbers like some people have, 500, 600. I remember starting Substack about the same time as a few other people, and they're in the thousands now, and I've got 85, but there are 85 people that are interested in me, so I'm pretty chuffed to that. So yeah, my plan is to publish this website probably in the next month or 2, and I'll probably do a post about it on Substack, how I went about it, what resources I used, and it's basically done on a budget. And I know that most indie authors are working to a budget because we do have day jobs, and things aren't cheap, especially this day and age. So yeah, I like to publish my findings and walk people through it. So that's about it for me. I think I've rambled enough, and if you made it this far, my apologies. Thank you very much. Yeah, and hopefully in the near future, it won't be too long before my next video, and I'll be holding a book or with proofs or giving another update on how we're tracking. So for those interested, I'll put a link for my Substack again, and yeah, sign up and find out what's happening next. So all right, until next time, see ya.